September 11th regular meeting for the Cedar Springs City Council to order. Let's rise and say the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. In honor of the significant historical events of 9/11, we will now observe a moment of silence. Okay, roll call. Mrs. Conlon.
I am here.
Mr. Gross, we're gonna give him a few minutes. Mr. Marvel.
Here.
Miss Rudy.
Here.
Mrs. Race is absent, but she is excused. Miss Atchison is here.
Madam Mayor, would you like a motion to excuse Miss Race and Mr. Gross?
I'm gonna excuse Miss Race. We'll see what happens with Mr. Gross.
We can excuse him and then admit
I
him
would
when he
like to
comes.
excuse. I would like a motion to excuse Mrs. Race.
Okay. I will make a motion to excuse Miss Race.
I'll second it. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Same. All right, we're going to move on to the public comments portion of our meeting. The council welcomes and encourages the public to speak during the public comment and public hearing portions of the agenda. However, city council policy is to hear the public comment, not to act on the public comment at this time. Concerns brought before the council during the public comment portion of the agenda will be referred to the city manager for action. If after communicating with the city manager, no resolution is reached, the concern will be elevated to the mayor and then eventually to the council for actions. Those citizens wishing to speak on agenda and non-agenda items will be allowed a maximum of 4 minutes to address their concerns. This is the only time during the council meeting that citizens are allowed to address the council. Please state your name and address for the record if you would like.
Hello, I'm James Pugh. I'm the director at the Cedar Springs Public Library. Your shirt didn't give that away. What I'm here to talk about today is our strategic plan. We have implemented a strategic plan. We're moving forward with a strategic plan. This week, we have launched it. I have dropped off several paper copies of the survey that I would like citizens of the city to take. They're right here at City Hall. We also have paper copies at the library. If you want to pass around that that piece of paper, that's just a timeline of what the strategic plan will look like. Right now, we're in the survey section. So yeah, paper copies here, paper copies at the library. I'm encouraging every resident to fill out a survey and either drop them off here or drop them off directly at the library. We also have a digital survey on our website, cedarspringslibrary.org. And we have some postcards here as well with a QR code on there that if you scan that QR code, it takes you right to the digital survey. That's really all I need. Just want to let everybody know that this is happening. You have until October 10th to turn in a survey. After that, we will compile the data and we will let you guys know what it is you want from us at the library. Any questions or?
I don't think so. Anybody else? Anybody online? Okay, we'll move on then. Public hearings, we have none. I would call for the adoption of the agenda.
Madam Mayor, make a motion to adopt the agenda as presented unless we have something different from our manager.
I second.
Those in favor say, let's do roll call. Mrs. Conley,
Yeah.
Mr. Marvel,
Yes.
Miss Rudy,
Yes.
and Miss Atchison votes yes. Carries. I would like a motion to adopt the consent agenda.
Madam Mayor, I will make a motion to adopt the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Miss Conley,
Yes.
Mr. Marvel,
Yes.
Miss Rudy,
Yes.
and Miss Atchison votes yes. Okay, we're on action items. Action item A, motion to approve resolution 2025-19, a resolution to recommend approval of a new off-premises tasting room license for Love Wines LLC located at 28 North Main Street, Cedar Springs, Michigan, 49319. Darla?
Thank you. The owner of Cozy Reflections, Sean Corcoran, is here with us tonight if you had any questions for him, but he has completed a zoning permit application, and according to zoning, B2 is where his business is zoned, right on Main Street. This is an allowable use. So no problems from a zoning perspective. I talked this over with Andy Moore, our city planner. No issues at all with the city. However, for the process to move forward, they do need this resolution, and that does require city council approval. So do you have any questions of the proposal or the resolution that I or Sean could answer? I think it's a good idea. I'll get a good addition to downtown.
Lovely. They will need a separate alcohol license? It's not us, but just, isn't there a set number of those that are available?
That would be, yeah.
And I mean, not my bailiwick, I just,
So I'm Sean Corcoran. I own Cozy Reflections, live at 384 Needlewood here in Cedar Springs. So actually working with Love Wines, she holds the liquor license and the licensing, and as a Michigan-owned winery, they're allowed 6 off-premises locations in Michigan.
fabulous.
We've known her for a couple decades, so we were like, this is perfect. So
I feel like there might be one floating out there from, what used to be the Roundup?
Could be.
I don't know. I have no
Any
idea.
other questions?
You got it, and again, I don't get to approve or disapprove. I just know that there are a set number.
Can someone make the motion? to
I will
approve it?
make a motion to approve resolution 2025-19, a resolution to recommend approval of a new off-premises tasting room license for Love Wines LLC located at 28 North Main Street, Cedar Springs, Michigan, 49319.
A support.
Any discussion? Okay. Mrs. Conley,
Yes.
Miss Rudy,
Yes.
Mr. Marvel,
Yes.
Miss Atchison votes yes. Action item B. Motion to approve Michigan Paving to extend the 2025 paving project pricing to pave Maple Street from Main Street to the White Pine Trail in an amount not to exceed $40,245.
So my apologies, but the prices that we're getting this year for paving are too good to pass up. So, well, we weren't really sure if the Heart of Cedar Springs project was going to be this fall or next spring. Well, the Heart of Cedar Springs project has additional angled parking along Maple Street. So if we do that this fall and then come back in the spring and do the street, we're going to have all these seams that are not ideal. So we asked Michigan Paving if they could assist us with repaving Maple Street. So where Main Street comes off onto Maple, there is a seam there already. We'll start at that seam and go all the way down to the White Pine Trail, including the angled parking for the project. So we'll get a deduct from the Heart of Cedar Springs contractor project, because Michigan Paving will do that portion of the project. So win-win, and at $40,000 to get that block and a half. And I pass up, so I hope you feel the same way.
Crazy. I thought it would be going the other way. So whatever. We won't ask too many questions.
Thank you for trying to do it right. And when one contractor does all the work, yeah, it just turns out so much better. So
It's little seams here and there.
you think of things like this.
Mayor, would you like a motion? Please. Motion to approve Michigan Paving to extend, I will make the motion to approve Michigan Paving to extend the 2025 paging project pricing to pave Maple Street from Main Street to the White Pine Trail in an amount not to exceed $40,245.
Support.
Mr. Marvel,
Yes.
Mrs. Conley,
Yes.
Miss Rudy,
Yes.
Miss Atchison votes yes. Motion carries. Action item C, motion to approve the installation of 2 dog waste dispensers and trash receptacles at the Heart of Cedar Springs Park and 1 dog waste dispenser and trash receptacle at Heritage Park, provided by the Downtown Development Authority.
So typically, anything we put in our local parks, the city council approves. This is a DDA approved expense, but kind of wanted to get your blessing as well.
Would you like a motion?
Please.
Motion to approve the installation of 2 dog waste dispensers and trash receptacles at the Heart of Cedar Springs Park and 1 dog waste waste dispenser and trash receptacle in Heritage Park, provided by the Downtown Development Authority.
I will second that very
Happily. I'm glad. We need them. Miss Rudy,
Yes.
Mr. Marvel,
Yes.
Mrs. Conley.
Yes.
Miss Atchison votes yes. Motion carries.
And I just want to say, I really appreciate how much people use the dog park at Riggle Park. I mean, I live across the way and I used to take my dogs a lot and I haven't been. And my dog just had a well dog visit and he's 98 pounds and needs to go on a diet. So we're going to be spending a little more time at the dog park.
All right, discussion items. Motion to extend the Teams of Skinner Field lease for 7 years with an expiration date of 2032. Darla?
Thank you. Councilmember Renee Race and I met a couple times with Teams of Skinner Field. They currently have a year left on their lease. They've gone through 2 years already. It just seems like a couple months ago we were just approving the lease. But anyway, I think they're doing a fabulous job. We did put in the packet the current lease and then a couple pages of detail of what they've been doing down there, what they have planning coming up. There are representatives in the audience tonight from Teams of Skinner Field. I would like them to come to the podium just for a couple minutes and share with you their vision and their request.
Hello, my name is Elizabeth Bartlett. I am president for Teams of Skinner, and I'm happy to share some of the improvements that we've made at the field. So these pictures show we prioritize safety first. So last year we discovered through contractors coming in, giving us estimates and things that our press box was not safe for people to walk into. And so that was a problem with the upcoming season. And so we we prioritized that. We completely redid the floor and refurnished the inside. We painted the inside, refurnished that. We put in a new speaker system, which is very exciting, and new windows that work and will keep people out and things like that. We also made an, yeah,
You know.
right? No more boards in the windows. So we also prioritized concessions. It needed to be painted pretty severely. It wasn't passing the health department's ratings. And so we redid the plumbing in there to be compliant. We redid the floor. There's a new floor in there, and the peeling paint has been scraped down and repainted in there. So concessions is also on its way to be a wonderful building. Another thing which was really important to the community was the bathrooms. They were just in sad shape. The stalls, they wouldn't shut or they would get locked in. And so we've had amazing companies come in and we completely gutted the bathrooms, took out the stalls completely, redid those with beautiful burgundy stalls that work and lock and shut. The floor is completely redone. It's been repainted, new signs on the outside, a changing table. So so we're really making great improvements. The barn is going to be something that we're improving next. Rockford is donating their time and resources to help us rebuild the barn, make improvements there, the roof leaks and all of that. We also are prioritizing cleaning up the ticket booth because the paint is peeling. The code enforcer has been contacting me about that. But it's not as simple as just, repainting it because the boards are all rotted through. But we do have an individual who is a contractor who is he has stepped up to volunteer to redo those buildings. So a lot of good things coming up in addition to what's in our proposed lease extension. So, our vision really is simple but powerful. We just want to create an environment that is clean, safe, well-maintained for our kids that play these sports. Football, soccer, cheerleading, track, all the recreational sports and activities. We want to bring the community together for a place not just to watch the games, but also to build teamwork for these kids, to show them what discipline and hard work does for the community, right? To provide a safe haven, because not all children in our community find that at home. So they find that in our coaches and their teammates and the field. So really, we stand before you not asking for a handout, but a handshake, an agreement together to keep the field improving through a board that is dedicated to giving back, donating time, and finding resources to make it a better place. So thank you.
I don't know. Where's the historians? Since
And it was,
Well, maybe since it was Skinner. I mean, it was the football, yeah.
how long has that space been there?
It was the,
The school
it
stadium.
yeah, it was the stadium.
There was like a 99-year lease or whatever. Like, I'm wondering if we're hitting historic. My question is more like, could we be applying for some grant dollars because it's hitting 100 years old? Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's old.
Yes. So the city could apply for the grants, but Teams of Skinner could definitely apply for grants and we can help them with that history is sure. Yeah.
And maybe the school is part of who we would ask. Because when I was on the school board, this was one of the, because there was this lease. The school leased it from the city for like $1.
Mhm.
and it was on a 99-year lease that they then, when they did the bond to build the new stadium, kicked the lease back. So, which is, I mean, wonderful that these folks have stepped in to maintain it, more than maintain it, upgrade it. But
Yep.
it's really old. So, I don't know, just some food for thought.
This an action item tonight, or is it just a discussion?
We can.
We can make it an action item?
You guys ready to vote on it?
I can.
7 years is good? Is that,
So do you need a motion to move it to an action item?
No, not.
You can make a motion to approve it.
Madam Mayor, I will make a motion to extend the Teams of Skinner Field lease for 7 years with an expiration date of 2032.
I second it. All righty. Mr. Marvel,
yes.
Miss Rudy. Yes. Mrs. Conley.
Yeah.
Ms. Atchison votes yes. Motion passes.
Yeah, thank you.
For all the work you've done, it's looking good. Well, Mrs. Falcon, I think we're on to discussion item B then, City Hall update.
Yeah, so we had our first progress meeting earlier this week, actually at the new City Hall in the construction trailer. That was kind of different. So the next 3 weeks, that's the schedule. I mean, we have the schedule for the whole project, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. In the next couple weeks, sandblasting all of the rafters inside, demolition of all the most of the concrete flooring, so we can run underground utilities, and then pouring new floors, and that's the next 3 weeks of work. So you'll see many different contractors in there doing different pieces of the project, and I think windows were in there as well in the next 3 weeks. The old windows will come out, and then some frames will be put in, and then some kind of structure, not the actual new windows yet, but they're ordered and they'll be put in when the time comes. So just wanted to keep you guys in the loop. We meet with them in person every other week, but literally there's emails at least once a day. So everything that's going on over there. Good stuff.
You have any communications that we need to discuss?
Maybe letter G, we have a request for proposals for this building and the building next to ours. That's out in the public now, so hopefully, we'll get some people next Monday, but the Monday after, the 22nd, we have a walkthrough scheduled. Any contractor that wants to come and look at the buildings, we'll have them open. And then proposals are due after that, so. Yes, yeah, thank you.
Great.
So come by our old City Hall. Come look at it, make us an offer.
Department reports. Mrs. Falcon, City Manager.
I also wanted to mention, you have the red flannel book next to you. Construction Simplified, the contractor in charge of doing City Hall, they're gonna have City Hall open on October 4th, Red Flannel Day, starting at 10 a.m. If anybody wants to stop by and have cider and donuts, City Council is absolutely welcome, and the public. Depending on where we're at, construction wise, you might be able to peek in a door to see the inside as it is, or wherever we're at as of October 4th. So I just wanted to give a plug for that. There is an announcement in the red flannel booklet as well. So speaking of red flannel day, council members kept City Hall open in the past. Is there interest to do that again this year?
I have to do my elephant ear pancake breakfast tour that's required by my offspring. But then beyond that.
Okay.
Okay. I got you. I got you.
And I have soccer that morning.
I got you. I got you.
Anybody else wants to sign up for a little bit of time with Mrs. Conley, that'd be great.
I just-
All day, unfortunately.
Cause I have to do a pancake breakfast and, I don't know if we can talk. I
Yeah,
think,
we'll figure it. We'll put a
yeah,
schedule.
I was gonna say Rose has taken that.
Well,
morning.
She's on the parade too.
Okay. And
Um,
probably the
she's
red flannel
she's
office.
Grand Marshal.
Oh, duh. Right, of course she is. How did that was silly. Of course she is.
The other thing I wanted to mention, I forgot to scan it in the packet to share with everybody. I got a letter from a couple very young citizens, from Cedar Springs and, requesting that the roads around their house get redone. I can scan it in and send it to you. This is, I love it. You know, the young kids are requesting, stuff like this. So they did say on here, please write me back. If I don't hear back from you, I'll send another letter. So
Lovely.
send them a letter, today saying, unfortunately, looking at the next 3 fiscal years, the roads around their house are not on the list to be repaired. But just a little bit more information, like when the city looks at redoing streets, we have to look at the infrastructure underneath. So there is more to, just filling potholes or there's, so hopefully the parents can help, read the letter and explain to them all the things that go into when we look at redoing our streets. But I did mention, I hope they can enjoy not too long from now, the new park down at the heart of Cedar Springs and the other parks that we have and the things that we do have for young children. So thought that was
Nice.
nice. So
How old did they say they were?
they didn't say, but I mean, if I can tell by the handwriting, I think they're young ones. So
A question?
Sure.
So, for F, we have the Harvest Friday sidewalk sales. Do we know if they're also planning on the Spooktacular? I know we have one more meeting before Halloween.
Yes.
Oh, is it in there?
No, it was approved. This one, it was
Okay.
approved, yeah.
I was
It was
gonna say, I
in
didn't see
the
it.
packet a
I
while
didn't
ago,
see it in
yeah.
the Thing, so I
Yeah.
just didn't know if we had our schedule out yet.
They
for
got it in real early.
that. Okay.
kind of already took care of.
Like schedule for, if you want any of us in City Hall.
That's Friday. So the front of City Hall, we're not here on Fridays. So we'll have to coordinate where you guys if you want to go to Heritage Park again this year and pass out candy or here or we'll figure something out.
Which is what I had last Halloween.
Mhm.
And I came and then went home and a lot of drugs. So,
Have.
Thank you. Assistant City Manager, Rebecca Johnson.
Couple of updates for you guys. So I'll start with the Downtown Development Authority. We are still working on collecting quotes for the hanging flower baskets. So we've got a couple additional quotes. They'll meet in a couple weeks to hopefully make a decision on those. If you have been down to the heart of Cedar Springs or Heritage Park recently, you will see that the maps have been updated. Perry Hopkins and his team and we worked together to get those maps updated. He worked on a lot of the graphics and then I worked on the wayfaring map that's in there. So you'll see that updated. It's also available on our website. I did put a link in my report. So if you guys want to take a peek at it, it's kind of nice. It identifies all of the public parking in the downtown area, all of the parks, all of the public restrooms, which will soon need to be updated when we get those new restroom facilities in the heart of Cedar Springs. But all of the ones that are currently up and running are on there. So it's a nice resource for the community. Additionally, we've been working on City Hall, as Darla had mentioned. We're working on getting some quotes to secure security cameras over there, looking at, furniture in the next, near future, and just all the things that we'll need to button up to get that office up and running soon. And then next week, I am looking forward to attending the Michigan Municipal League Convention. So I'll be out of the office for a couple days for that. So yeah, it's a good update for you guys.
Department of Public Works.
Hi. So we started working on the project down at the Heart of Cedar, as I'm sure you guys have all seen. We moved 2 of the benches and slabs out of the way so they could install the new sidewalk. Removed a slide down at Riggle Park. We started painting parking spots. Hopefully we can get the ones on the side of the road done by next week. I'd like to get that done before Red Flannel. Replace the bollards on Muskegon Street. So instead of the dingy yellow ones that everyone kept hitting, they're nice bright orange. And as soon as the county figures out when we're gonna paint the lines on there, then we'll paint lines around that to make it hopefully more, how would you say it, like, so people see it better, you know? And let's see. We also started our projects, our paving projects on 5th, 7th, and Beach. And we did something different. They called it pulverizing instead of doing a mill and fill, which consists of grinding up the existing asphalt and 2 inches of the base below it, mixing them together to form a new base. We did this because the road itself needed a crown put in it because it was flat. So if we would have done the mill and fill, they would have milled all that off, taken it out, and brought back aggregate base to build up that crown. Doing the pulverization, it took the two, blended them together like I had said, and then we were able to build that crown without having to bring in any extra material. And it saved us a little bit of money, which is always a bonus. And we also had to replace the backflow device at the cemetery because that had gotten hit, and we cleaned up the mess out there after that. And that's about all I got.
Law enforcement?
Good evening, everybody. Sorry I couldn't make it tonight. Feeling a little bit under the weather, so I didn't want to spread the germs.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. I just wanted to let you know we have our shift assignments for next year out. So our 4 deputies for next year have been selected. And what I think I'll do is for the next packet, I'll include a picture and a short bio of each of the deputies for next year. Just so you can see what they look like and learn a little bit about them. I had a conversation with Road Commission last week, just discussing White Creek, specifically in front of the new apartment complex that's going to be going in, and just the concerns there with the added traffic in the coming years. It was a good conversation. He said that they do have plans to add a left turn lane there in front of the apartment complex, all the way north up to where Price Cutters was. So that will help alleviate some of the traffic there. They did widen the road already, and the left turn lane is going to be going in next year sometime. He said it's too late in the fall to put the left turn lane in, but it is going to happen there, so that will be nice. They also have some plans. They're looking at some different ideas to help with the intersection of White Creek and 17 Mile. That's something they're working with MDOT for. They share the responsibilities for that intersection, but I know they had a meeting last week about it, and they have several different sketches just to work on improving that entire stretch from White Creek and 17 Mile to the west in front of the Meyer and Aldi and everything, just to make those three stoplights that are very progressively close to each other a little safer. So like I said, that's in the works. It's in discussions at least. It may be several years before anything is actually put into place. They obviously have budget constraints, but at least that left turn lane will be going in next year in front of the apartment complex. So that's a good thing. Other than that, Red Flannel, that's we're starting to plan that. I've been working with Tony with the Red Flannel committee. Everything's going good. It's my first year planning it, so it's a little daunting, but I'll get through it. So that is all I have for you, unless you have any questions for me.
Questions? We're all set. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good night. Thank you.
Fire Department, Chief Detloff.
Got my report for the month. It was a very busy month, continuously increasing, so we're definitely growing as a community. Getting in here. Unfortunately, a lot of those calls are due to some significant accidents that we had this month. Never a good thing when we have that many accidents. We do have some good notes though. We have two firefighters that are going in for their firefighter 1 and 2 program this year. Going through that, that's going to be Aiden Crouch and Andrew Seawood. We did some additional growing with car seat inspections through Corewell Health, which is not something we have done ever. So we're going to go through it, looking forward to doing that more often. And it's, fall, great time of year. So that's it. Have any questions?
Thank you. And City Clerk, April, I do not know how to say your last name. Decess, just like. Yep, okay. Mrs., is it Mrs.? Miss? Mrs. Decess. Yeah, okay, April. Clerk, April.
We had our items for the scan project picked up on Monday, so that's officially started. Great to have that out there. I attended several trainings the last couple of weeks, so I had a AMC for some election stuff, or excuse me, for some park stuff, then a Bureau of Elections training for 2 days in Lansing. This week for that using for move ballots, so military overseas ballot, content, and went to a defense summit in Emily yesterday. That's the educational items of the month. We had a audit of our August election that was done by the Kent County office, and we scored overall very well on that. That were minor, and so we did a good job. So that was really a relief for me. Upcoming stuff with the election for November.
Hey, any questions?
Thank you. Rockstar. Next. Finance Director.
This better? There we go. Okay. I don't know what I did, but seems to be better. So I'm gonna try not to mess it up. But all right. So that's a hard one to follow to try to keep up with April. But so tax collection is in full swing for summer taxes. Due date is Monday. So as you can imagine, we've been very busy the last couple weeks collecting taxes. As of today, we're about 56% of the way collected. So we still have a lot to go. We're waiting on one very large payment from one of our tax services that should be here any day now. So we're hoping it's here by Monday because that's got over 300 payments on it. So that's going to make a big difference in that collection percentage. So next week will be very busy as well. The audit, Doug and his team are still working to finalize the audit. So I have not had a draft to review yet. But once we get the draft to review, look it over, if everything looks good, then we can get that finalized and get it to you all for presentation. I'm sure Doug will probably come in again like he has in the past and present that. So yeah, that should be coming up in the next couple months. Mentioned, we went to a summit, a membership summit for the pool yesterday. So that's who our health insurance is through. So that was really insightful in terms of HR topics and benefits, including our health insurance and some other benefit options that we can look into in the future. So that was very good. I'm also going to be attending the Michigan Municipal Treasurers Association fall conference here, not next week, but the week after. So usually I go in person, but this year, just too many other things going on. I'm just going to attend it virtually. So I just wanted to make it work, and unfortunately I wasn't able to be there. So I at least want to be a part of it and get involved in the educational piece of it for this year. So, but yeah, that's it for now.
Do we need to talk anything for, about anything for code enforcement? Everything's good, building inspection? Okay, everybody's got the board and commission minutes. Council comments, Mr. Marvel.
Good meeting and yeah, I think about you guys a lot. So especially today.
Shouldn't have moved it. Just left it.
What's coming up next for the city? It's amazing what's going on. I'm excited.
Conley.
I'm so happy our library people are here. We have the most wonderful library. And thank you for those of you on the board who continue to be the stewards and our wonderful librarian who just, y'all are like magic. So that's just fabulous. And Darla, you are just knocking it out of the park. That row quote is ridiculously low. So I don't know how you did that, but hooray. And thank you to our DPW folks who figured out how to get that. I mean, I looked at it and went, this is going to have to be mill and filled. And, I know what I know because I lived next door to Jerry Hall for 20 years. But it's an exciting conversations over the fence post. But that is really fabulous that there's some new technology and that it's cheaper and like recycles basically the stuff that's already there. So just all of the talent and expertise, Jerry Gross talked about this last time. We are just so lucky to have so many smart, creative people working to make our community fabulous. So that's what I got.
Yes, thanks everybody for coming. It's really important to attend the meetings because we're already short, so we don't know if we're gonna, somebody's gonna be sick or what's gonna happen. We just have to make it through election. Then we should have full board again. Also, looking forward to Red Flannel. It's gonna be a fun day. I hope it's nice weather. And I'm glad we're working on City Hall's coming along great. And I just think that this year has just been moving really, really well. And that has to do with the staff. Even you guys moving around, nobody noticed any these things just move smoothly, and because you guys all work so well together and you're ready for your next challenge and you're meeting it head on. So that's great. Mrs. Falcon, you're really doing a good job. I thank everybody for helping out. And I'm glad that we have you. And that is it. For that, we are adjourned. 7:44.